We are live at Studio B. This is your day-to-day BYU Sports play-by-play. I'm Spencer Linton alongside Dave McCann. Joining us in Studio B is the man of the summer, AJ Dybantsa, who might arguably be having the best summer ever. It's included just a few things like, throwing out the first pitch at a Red Sox game, winning gold overseas, being on the cover of Men's Health magazine.
Yeah, there was that.
AJ, how would you summarize what you've been experiencing over the last few months?
A lot. A lot is a word to describe it. I've been to like 3 or 4. I've been to like 4 or 5 countries in like 2 months. I saw a lot of traveling, but I'm glad to be back.
So if you're writing in your diary and you're starting with the greatest thing you did this summer, what would you be writing about?
Definitely winning gold is probably at the top, but going to Monaco and watching F1. Yeah.
So we didn't include that. I didn't know that happened. So, okay, so you watched an actual F1 race, not the movie with Brad Pitt.
No, not the movie. What's the actual?
An actual F1 race in Monaco. What was that experience like?
Ridiculously crazy. Like, you just see yachts lined up. Just yachts lined up. And more yachts lined up. But I actually had a good view. Red Bull actually got us a good view right above the pit stop. So I got to see one of the Red Bull athletes do their pit stops.
You wanted to get in one of those cars, didn't you?
I couldn't fit. I
Did have to make a special.
I tried it in Vegas. I couldn't fit, so I had to do another car.
Well, they're built for
tall
small
people
guys
problems.
That go fast. Yeah.
AJ Dybantsa is on BYU Sports Nation. Okay, billboard in Times Square. You've had multiple appearances on SportsCenter. I mentioned the cover of Men's Health magazine, but AJ, you stay very even keel, and I know your dad Ace is a big part of that because he's raised you the right way and he told you not to get too high and too low. But still, when you see yourself on billboards and magazines, what's going through your mind to keep yourself in a steady mindset?
I don't even know. I just stay steady. I think it's just instilled in me at this point. So I mean, I don't really it doesn't really go through my mind like, oh my God, I'm on a billboard. I've been on a billboard for like 2 or 3 years now, so it's like
a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk about pressure. You have all kinds of it in games. But when you step on the mound at Fenway, and all of a sudden you go, hey, that catcher's a little further than I thought he was going to be. And then the back of your arm is into this spot, and things change a little bit.
Yeah.
Describe that pressure.
Yeah, definitely, because they said I was going to throw 60 feet, so I was going to throw in front of the mound. And then, like, right when I'm walking up, the guy's like, I mean, you can go on the mound if you want. And me, I have to take risks. Like, who knows if I'm going to throw a first pitch again. So I went on the mound, and he's standing there. I mean, he's sitting there, and I'm like, that's kind of far. So in my mind, I'm like, I can't throw it like a real baseball because it's going to hit the ground. So I'd rather go to my football skills, throw it upwards, and it got it there. So I'm not a meme.
Lobbed it in there.
Yeah, I'm not a meme.
Yeah, you can't bounce it. You just can't bounce it in these big leagues. You never recover from that.
You didn't. Listen.
And you didn't. Nice job.
Yeah, there's something to just getting it to the mitt, right?
Yeah.
There's about then the relief. I've told people, I've thrown out a few first pitches. There are a few times I have felt more relief than when that moment is over.
Yeah.
Like, just get it to the glove.
Just getting it there. Everybody's clapping. There's no ooze. Like, feel good.
So how is all this stuff, these different experiences, preparing you for opening night? Not necessarily in Vegas for the opener, but I mean when you run out in front of the Rock for the first time in the Marriott Center and just feel this feeling that you've been wanting to feel from Cougar Nation.
I don't even know how to describe it because obviously I've been in the Rock cheering for my team, but I haven't been on the court yet, so I just can't wait to see like what's it's like when I'm on the court.
Let's go ahead and recap that gold medal rush in Switzerland. As you get along further in the bracket, there are obviously tougher games, and I believe it was against Canada.
Yes.
Really, really tight, high-scoring game. What was that like with your Team USA squad and the guys around you when you are in a battle like that and you know, hey, we got to win gold? Like, how did you handle that pressure?
Yeah, I mean, definitely we needed it, obviously, because the first, 3 or 4 games, we were winning by, 30+. So definitely we needed, a tougher game under our belt. And, with the team we have, we know that if we play together and we play the right way, it's going to be very hard to lose. So we just took that into account and we just played hard, played together.
You get the gold, you're hearing the anthem, and I know you want to play on the Olympic team someday, so maybe this was a precursor to all that. But as you're listening to America's Fight song with the gold medal around your neck, how'd that feel?
That was great, because that was my 3rd time doing it.
Yeah.
So that was my 3rd gold medal, so the 3rd time we're in another country listening to our anthem, so it's special.
What makes this one unique? Because, you have done it multiple times, but it feels like as you advance and everyone gets a little bit older, it probably gets a little tougher.
Yeah.
So how was this one different than
Yeah,
theirs?
U19 is definitely the hardest one. U16, U17, and then U19 was definitely the hardest one out of the three. And plus, 2 years ago, U19 did a win for USA. So they wanted us to be on some like redeem team timing. So
There's that added pressure.
So, we got it done.
Okay.
I know you want to keep getting better and better and better. How did this experience make you a better basketball player?
Just learn how to play with a different group of guys. Some of these guys played on the U18 last year, and I was on the U17, so mixing up guys and playing with different guys, you just got to adapt.
Do you figure that then carries over to this BYU group where you're trying to do the same thing with a bunch of new guys?
Yeah, but the difference is we're going to have way more practice time.
Yeah.
With USA, you only have like 2 weeks to practice, but we're going to have months of practice, and we're going to have off-court chemistry, doing different things off the court, but USA is kind of like a tight space.
One of my favorite things about you, AJ, is how outspoken you are about repping the Y. And I imagine that you were repping the Y in the locker room with your U19 teammates.
Yeah.
So what were those conversations like? We're talking about maybe seeing some of those guys down the line.
Yeah, definitely, because Tommy Lloyd was our coach. Obviously, head coach of Arizona, great coach. Shout out to Tommy Lloyd, but he's our coach. We have Coach Grant from Texas Tech's our coach. And then we have Koa Pete, who's in the locker room, goes to Arizona. And we just have a lot of guys that's just in the Big 12. And then there was just a lot of guys in college basketball. There's a lot of college basketball talks. Hopefully seeing these guys in the tournament.
Did you give them something like, hey, I'm going to see you in a couple months?
Oh, yeah. Like, they know.
They know.
Yeah.
Period, the end.
You go to the NBA Summer League in Vegas and have a chance to visit with Kevin Garnett, one of your idols, one of the great Celtics, and then put it out on social media so all of us could watch it. But what was that experience like? What did you learn from him in just those few minutes?
He's crazy. Like,
okay, outside of him being crazy.
He got ahead of his own, but he gave me great advice, just telling me like the mental part of the game. Because obviously he wasn't like the most skilled player at all times, so he tried to use the mental part to his ability, and clearly it worked. So he was trying to give me that side of basketball.
How do you feel about the prospect of going back to TD Garden and playing a non-conference game with BYU in your hometown? When that all came together, what was that like for you to realize this is happening?
Yeah, I mean, I played there before. I'm 1-0 in TD Garden.
Okay.
So I plan on being 2-0.
Let's go.
But it should be exciting. A lot of fans should go up.
You know, like the old Boston Garden, this one doesn't have the holes in the floor that Danny Ainge used to always tell us about, and the this and the that. This is all shiny and new. It's tailor-made for you to go have a great night.
Hopefully.
And how many folks from Brockton will be over there to wear BYU shirts and cheer for the Cougars for their first time in their lives?
I mean, I would say like hopefully like 70% of the city goes.
70% of the city.
It's like a big city, so it really might be 50 because there's gonna be a lot of Boston, like Boston people.
A couple of UConn fans might get in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. UConn fans travel. It might be like it might be 50-50.
That'll be cool.
AJ Dybantsa is with us on BYU Sports Nation, fresh off winning gold with the U19 Team USA squad, and of course traveling all over the United States. Tons of publicity stunts, but now you get to come back to Provo and just focus on ball.
Yeah.
And be with your teammates.
Yeah.
I know you had an opportunity to spend some time with them and get in the gym with them in the annex. What have you noticed about the team chemistry to this point, even though it's still early?
Yeah. We had a couple practices last week. It was optional, but a lot of us opting in. And for people who haven't played together for long, I can definitely see the chemistry getting along. Like, I do like a lob to like Mihailo. Like, I never played with Mihailo. This was like my first time playing because I was all across the country and he was rehabbing. Yeah. Nate threw a lob to me. Rob was finding Tyler. So it was just crazy that like we don't play a lot. Well, we haven't played a lot, and the chemistry was still there.
Was it the first full squad, everybody there type team practice, or is that still coming?
No, that's still coming because Dom wasn't there.
Okay.
And this week is a mandatory week, so I think the full team should be here this year, not this week.
We just saw the non-conference schedule from what's been reported, and you've seen those teams stacked up. How do you feel about it?
That should be good. Definitely a lot of good high-level, is it Power 4 now, Power 5 level games that should, place our seeding well. So, I'm ready for the competition.
All of this is happening in the summer while you are balancing classes, or at some point we're balancing classes. Yeah. So how is schoolwork going with you being the world traveler?
Yeah. No, but I decided to take spring classes. So before I went to USA, I was done. While I was at USA, I took my finals when I was in Colorado Springs, and then I was done.
You took your finals in Colorado Springs? Yeah. How'd it go?
99 and like a 97.
Come on!
Yeah.
Yes, AJ.
Yeah. But I didn't do summer. I didn't do summer because I knew my summer would be pretty packed. So.
And you're getting some core classes in, because ideally, if you follow your mom's advice, which you should, is that there will be a degree to come back to complete down the road here.
Yeah, so that's obviously the goal. Whenever, if I leave, then I plan on coming back to finish. Tell my mom, because my mom is just like all about school.
Yeah. You gotta do what mom says.
Yeah.
All right, we need to give a shout out to, obviously, your dad Ace is in studio and your mom, but your siblings as well are all high performers, AJ.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to give you an opportunity to talk about your siblings and let everybody know what they're doing. So could you give us a brief summary about each of your siblings and what they're excelling in?
Yeah, I have 2 sisters. I'm the only boy. I'm the middle child. So my younger sister's like a volleyball star, and then my older sister's a model. Yeah.
What's going on with the Dybantsa family, AJ?
A lot of athleticism. I'll tell you that.
But also academics. That's always been important.
Yeah, we always been 3.5 and above, I would say. Always honor roll students for pretty much our whole lives.
So, so we're here the tail end of July. What's the rest of? Are you done traveling the world? Are you here now? What's the rest of the summer look like before fall semester starts?
No, I'm pretty much here until our mandatory weeks are over, unless I just get called up for something on the weekend. I actually never know at this point. I just be getting called for wherever. I got called to Monaco like a week before I was supposed to go.
The F1 race?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had conflicting.
I got called for Summer League like a week before, so you never know. But I should be here.
In the business of the game and the business of your future, and your dad's involved in that and spearheading that, there are a lot of things at play, right? There's your BYU experience coming, and then there's the branding that you're working on, and you got your Red Bull hat on, you have your sponsors and all that stuff. Are you catching a glimpse of just where you can go with this game?
Yeah, definitely just choosing my sponsors wisely, because I'm like a very big like family guy, so definitely like a family atmosphere with the sponsorships. So I can see myself trending in that way.
Yeah.
Before you go, I have to ask you about the idea of being on a sports trading card. Because when I grew up, it was all about collecting Michael Jordan cards and Magic Johnson cards and Larry Bird cards. Sports card collections were very, very popular.
Yeah.
It feels like they're starting to come back and gaining more popularity in that arena. So how does it feel to be on a sports trading card?
I don't think it'll hit me until I feel it in my hand, but all I'm worried about is hopefully they don't take like a bad picture and put it on the card.
Yeah, because it's a bad picture forever.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of pressure.
Like it might be like a one-of-one card and it's just a horrible picture, so that's all I'm worried about.
These are real problems.
Yeah.
We've been talking about football, and the team reports to camp next week, and first game's August 30th. The Arizona game is where you were, that had such a great impact. You made your commitment and all that stuff. Now you can be at every game. How eager are you to watch this football team go?
Yeah, we were just talking about this. We're definitely going to try to attend a lot of games. Obviously, I only went to one last year.
Yeah.
And we see how hyped that was. So we're going to try to hype up the crowd.
Let's go.
I think you'll probably do okay at doing that. Yeah.
Lavelle Edwards Stadium rocking, then the Marriott Center will also be rocking.
For sure.
Hey, welcome back to town.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here, man. Yeah, energized, feeling good.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but I'll try.
Okay. We appreciate you spending some time with us, man.
Thank you.
And for the record, so fashionable as always. Which of your teammates do you need to help out a little bit in the fashion category?
Ooh. We're actually pretty swaggy as a team.
Okay.
But one player, I mean, I really haven't, I've only seen them really on the court. So if you ask me that question in like 2 months, I'll give you an answer.
And we will. Yeah, we'll ask you some fashion guidance for these guys.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Congratulations on
you.
everything.
Thank you.